If you just bought your brand new Galaxy S24 Ultra phone, you're going to need something to power it up and keep it protected. And that's where Base has you covered in all bases. There's quite a few cases here we're going to be taking a look at to protect your phone. We also have some camera lens protectors for the back, and we have some tempered glass screen protectors for the front. And you're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of the video because I will be doing a scratch and a drop test to see how durable the screen protectors are. And I promise you by the end of this video, you'll know which one of these accessories are right for you. And to keep all your devices charged up using those super fast charging speeds, we have PowerPeak's 65-watt multi-device charger. And I will be putting product links for everything you see here in the video description in case you guys want to pick them up yourself. So let's get started. And here we have Base's Duo Hybrid case. This case has been drop tested up to 12 feet. So here is the case. It's got a really nice matte back that does keep down the fingerprints, and it also has MagSafe built in. We also have a nice ring all the way around the edge of our camera lenses for some extra protection there as well. It's also made of a nice hard backing surrounded by a softer TPU material. Let's see how much the case weighs. So this case weighs 48 grams. Feels really nice in the hand. It's not slippery, but it's not grippy. It's kind of got like a smooth, rubbery type feel to it. Buttons on the side. Nice and clicky. Easily pressable. I absolutely love that. If we look at it from the side, you can see that it does have a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the phone. It also doesn't add a lot of extra bulk to the phone either. We have our lanyard holes on the side. We have our cutouts on the bottom. And those power buttons on the side, nice and glossy and separated. It makes it very easy to press. On the back of the phone, we can see that it has a metal ring all the way around our camera lenses. And it's also nicely raised for some protection for those lenses as well. On the back, it's got that nice smooth matte feel with our MagSafe built in. And as you can see, it doesn't show very much fingerprints, if at all. The ring around the camera makes the case feel that much more premium. And if you happen to have PowerPeak's charging puck like I have here, you can simply clip it right onto the back and it'll start to charge your phone immediately. This case also does work with regular wireless charging as well. Really nice case. I love how soft and smooth the back is. Another nice thing about the case that they thought of is they didn't put raised edges on the side of the case for when you're swiping, you can easily reach the edges of the phone. And that cutout for the S Pen makes it very easy for you to get the pen out and put it back. The Duo Hybrid is one of my favorite cases. And the case also comes in a light pink for the ladies, or if you're a guy and you like pink, that's perfectly fine too. Looks really nice with the pink accented ring around the cameras and the lighter kind of flesh tone on the side. Looks pretty cool. I also love, I personally really like these pink buttons on the side too. They really stand out and give a nice contrast to the rest of the case. Then here we have Base's Crystal Slim Series case. This has been drop tested up to 10 feet. Let's see how much this case weighs. 47 grams. And as the name suggested, it is crystal clear. It's got a nice hard polycarbonate back surrounded by a softer rubbery TPU type material. Goes in the phone very easily. It does have a nice grip to it. Feels good in the hand. It's got kind of like a texture on the side as well. Buttons are also very easily pressable and clicky. If we look at the case from the side, you can see it's got the same raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. There are those ridges on the side for some extra grip. We have our cutouts and our S Pen port on the bottom. Again, very easy to get the S Pen out if you need to use it. We have our buttons on the side. On the back, again, it's crystal clear to show off the color of your phone. Looks really nice. It's also got MagSafe built in, and it's got a raised edge around our camera lenses for protection there too. That is pretty sharp. So if you want to show off the color of your phone, the Crystal Slim case is definitely one to get. And again, if you have a charging port or a MagSafe charger, you can use it with this case as well. And it also works fine with regular wireless charging too. And if you put your phone face down, because it has that nice grip, the phone's not going to just slide all over the place. So this is another really nice case option if you want to show off the color of your phone and keep the phone protected. And here we have their ProTech series case. This case is drop tested up to 15 feet. This case is made of a two-piece design. It's got a hard polycarbonate back and it has a soft TPU inner shell. It's also got MagSafe built in, and this is another one of my favorite cases by Base. Fits the phone really nice, feels good in the hand. The buttons on the side, nice and clicky, easily accessible. If we look at the case from the side, you can see it still has a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. On the side, we have that softer TPU surrounded by the harder outer shell. We have our lanyard holes in the bottom. We also have our cutouts on the bottom here and our S Pen cutout, so you can easily access that S Pen. We have our buttons on the side. On the back, again, it's got that nice textured hard shell. Feels really nice, and it also doesn't show fingerprints either. And we have a raised edge around our camera lenses for protection there too. This case also has some reinforcements in the corners in case you happen to drop your phone and it hits the corners, your phone's going to be protected. And again, if you have a MagSafe accessory like this PowerPeak here, you can easily clip it onto the back and it starts to charge your phone immediately. So if you're worried about drop protection for your brand new S24 Ultra, the ProTech series is definitely going to be the case for you. And the case also comes in a black as well. Same drop protection, same everything, but it's just in a matte black, which I think looks pretty sleek. So now let's install our camera protectors. So we get one lens protector and an installation packet. So first, clean off your camera lenses with the alcohol wipe, then dry it off. Then line up your camera protector with the lenses on the phone, peel off the back, and then just place this over your lenses and press into place. Wipe it off, and there you go. Looks nice and clear. Now your camera lenses are protected, and it doesn't add much extra bulk to the lenses either. So now let's test out one of our cases. Take our ProTech case. And as you can see, that camera protector fits perfectly inside the base cases. So if you want to totally protect the back of your phone, the camera lens protectors will fit in their cases. So now let's take a look at our camera. So there's the rear camera, and it looks pretty clear to me. I don't see any issues, so if you're going to take video or take pictures, they should be nice and clear. And then here we have the base Folio wallet. This case does have MagSafe built in, and it's been drop tested up to 10 feet. So if you're looking for a nice case that's going to keep your phone protected and carry some of your money and your credit cards, the Folio wallet is definitely a good option. And if you don't want to use the Folio portion, you can always take the case off and you still have that nice leatherette backing. And it clips right back in place with magnets. Very cool. The case itself does, again, have a hard polycarbonate shell surrounded by this leather material, and it's got softer TPU sides. On the inside of the case, it is covered with a kind of like a soft felt to keep the glass on the back of your phone nice and not scratched up. Case goes in the phone really well. Feels nice in the hand. It's got kind of like a smooth rubber feel. Buttons, very clicky, easily accessible. If we look at it from the side again, it's got those raised edges on the top and the bottom of the case. It also doesn't make the phone really thick. We have our cutouts on the bottom. Again, you can easily access that S Pen. We have our power buttons on the side, volume rockers on the back. It's got that leather type material. And I also do have the protector on here as well. And as you can see, it fits perfectly inside this case. And again, if you happen to have a MagSafe accessory like the PowerPeak here, clips onto the back and starts to charge your phone. So let's put the case back in the Folio portion. Again, clips right onto the side with the magnets. Looks really nice, holds 3 credit cards in the pockets here. It also has a big pocket in the side to hold some more like money or whatever else you want. And then it folds up and holds in place again with a magnet. As you can see, it's also not super thick either. Looks really nice. Again, the whole thing feels good in the hand too. Opens up very easily. And if you need to fold it back in itself to hold it like that, the little flap doesn't get in the way of the power button. You can still access it. And it still seems to be very easy to hold the case with one hand while it's folded over on itself. Now, if you're wondering, you can wirelessly charge through the Folio cover, but the MagSafe is only on the inner portion of the case and not on the Folio cover itself. So that's something to just keep in mind. But this is a really nice leather case. The stitching is really nice all around. It seems to be made of premium materials. It does not feel cheap. So if you want to carry some credit cards and some money or something like that while still maintaining just the use of the case, I would definitely recommend the Folio wallet. And then here we have that PowerPeak multi-device charger. This can output a max of 65 watts and charge up to 5 devices all at the same time. It's got 2 USB Type-A's and 3 USB Type-C ports. It also uses GaN technology, so it'll be more efficient when charging your device. It also uses Power Delivery 3.0 and Quick Charge 3.0, so you can use this to pretty much charge up any device, whether it be Android or iOS. So here is the charger itself. It does have some rubber feet on the bottom in case you want to lay it down like this. It won't slide all over the place. The 2 USB Type-A's can output 15 watts. The 2 USB Type-C's here can do 20 watts. And then we also have USB Type-C that can do 30 watts. So let's plug in the 30 watt USB Type-C and we'll plug that into our S24 Ultra. As you can see, it starts to charge it up immediately at super fast charging speeds. And it's only going to take 23 minutes until it's fully charged from 42%. Then we'll plug in another USB Type-C into the 20 watt slot. We'll plug that into our Galaxy S24 Plus. It starts to charge immediately at fast charging speeds. Then we'll plug in our other USB Type-C to Lightning cable into our iPhone 14 Pro Max. As you can see, it is charging there. Then we'll plug in our USB-A to USB Type-C cable to charge up our iPhone 15 Pro Max. As you can see, it starts to charge there. And then another USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable. And we'll plug that into our Google Pixel 8 Pro. And as you can see, it starts to charge that immediately. So as you can see, the iPhone 14 Pro Max is charging. We have our Galaxy S24 Plus charging. We have our Galaxy S24 Ultra charging. We have our Google Pixel Pro charging. And we have our iPhone 15 Pro Max charging. 5 devices all at one time. And then here we have the tempered glass privacy screen protector by Base. Now let's install the tempered glass privacy screen protector. So we get one screen protector and an installation packet. So first clean off your screen with an alcohol wipe. Then take your screen protector and peel off the underside protector. And then grab onto these little wings and place it on your screen. Once it's where you want it, just run your finger down the middle of the screen protector and it should adhere to the screen. Then peel up on the top protector, and you're all set. So let's take a look at the screen. It does look like we have a couple bubbles. So we'll just use a squeegee to try to get these out. So I was able to get the bubbles out fairly easily. We do have a cutout for our camera. As far as the feel of the screen protector, feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. The edges are also rounded off. And as far as fingerprints goes, minimal fingerprints. just a little bit of smudge, and you can very easily just wipe those away. So now I'm going to re-register my fingerprints. All right, so fingerprints are registered. Now let's test them out. Fingerprints seem to be working just fine. As you can see, the screen is crystal clear. Now, because this is a privacy screen, you might have to go in and up the brightness of your screen to compensate for the privacy screen protector, but this is what it looks like once you have a nice brightness. Everything's working perfectly fine as far as touch goes. Now let's see what the screen looks like through polarized sunglasses. There is a slight rainbow effect, but when you're looking at the screen dead on, it looks perfectly normal. Not bad. Now let's test out our S Pen. S Pen working perfectly fine on the screen. There is some resistance, but the S Pen's working perfectly. And then as far as the privacy goes, if you turn your phone to the side, the screen disappears, so nobody on each side of you can see what you're doing or looking at. So now let's put it in our base case. This is the Duo Hybrid case. Fits the case perfectly. We still have a gap all the way around the screen, so this is case compatible with most cases. No lifting, no bubbles, looks good. And even though we do have the screen protector on the screen, you can see that with the base case, there's still a raised edge on the top and the bottom of the case. So everything's looking great so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. So we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. Moving on to 4 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 4-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So tempered glass starts to scratch around a Mohs hardness level 6. So we're going to start off with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and a little deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was pretty easy. It also does seem to work well with the S Pen and in-display fingerprint sensor. It's also case friendly. It lasted up until a 4-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. Then here we have Base's clear tempered glass. Now let's install the clear tempered glass screen protector. So we get one screen protector and an installation packet. So then take your screen protector, peel off the bottom protector of that, and then hold on to the wings to install it on your phone. Once you have it in place, just run your finger up the middle of the screen protector and then remove the top layer. So it looks like a good installation. We do have a cutout for our camera on the top there. The edges of the screen are also rounded off. As far as the touch, the screen feels just as smooth as the glass on the phone. For fingerprints, again, just minimal fingerprints, and you can very easily just wipe those away. Now let's test out our fingerprints. Fingerprints seem to be working pretty good so far. Yep, pretty quick. Perfect. So no issues with fingerprints, and as you can see, the screen is crystal clear. Touch working fine. You can access the bottom and the top perfectly fine too. And as you can see, the screen is also crystal clear and touch working perfectly fine. You can access the top, the bottom very easily, and the sides. Now let's see what the screen looks like through polarized sunglasses. So you can see there is a little bit of a rainbow effect depending on how you look at the screen. And if you're looking at it dead on, it's pretty clear. So let's test out our S Pen. S Pen working fine. There is some resistance, but the S Pen is working without issue. Now let's put it in our dual hybrid case. Again, there is a gap all the way around the screen, so the screen protector is case compatible. And if we look at the side of this case, even with the screen protector on it, again, we still have a raised edge on the top and the bottom. So everything's looking good so far. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. All right, so we're going to start off at 2 feet with the 2.4. All right, so we're going to start off at 2 feet. Moving on to 3 feet. Moving on to 4 feet. 5 feet. 5 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 5-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So again, we're going to start off with a number 5. Then we'll move on to a number 6. And then finally, a number 7. So if you take a closer look, you can see there's no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and about the same at the number 7. So scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was really easy. It also seems to work well with the in-display fingerprint sensor and the S Pen. It also seems to be case friendly. It lasted up until a 5-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So that was the power and protection by Base for the brand new Galaxy S24 Ultra. And again, if you guys want to pick any of these up, I will be putting product links in the video description, and you can also use my discount code to save some money. I'm curious, what was your favorite case or accessory? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.